must rain before it grows. She kept dreaming of the day butterflies survive the wheel, even though she got knocked down and never showed. Dear Lily, where'd you go? Where's your heart at? Why'd you fall back? Lately your afterglow is shining brighter, waking up an easy egg. I remember her in songs, decades old, but it doesn't matter. Stumble across old memories, try to recall before they all shatter. She kept dreaming of a world big enough for everyone, but she knew it must rain before it grows. She kept dreaming of the day butterflies survive the wheel, even though she got knocked down and never showed. Dear Lily, where'd you go? Where's your heart at? Why'd you fall back? Lately your afterglow is shining brighter, waking up an easy egg. Dear Lily, where did you go? Where's your heart at? Why did you fall back? Lately your afterglow is shining brighter.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Harcourt's Holmwood Gala Auctions, our winter gala auctions. I believe you're going to help me with a little bit of translation tonight. A very good evening. Myself, Kyle Siebert, want to welcome you as auctioneers, but on behalf of the whole Harcourt's Holmwood team, we love our auction gala nights. We have a lot of fun. I hope you enjoyed and felt special walking down our blue carpet. Used to be red, but we thought, hey, we're Harcourt, so let's go for gold and get blue. No, we're really excited to be here. We did have 22 auctions. I think we've had 3 sold before the day. So things are looking pretty rosy. Things are looking bright. We're missing Bridget Andrews tonight, but we wish her well. I wonder if she's tuning in online. Hayden Broadbelt is our master of ceremonies. He's one of our business owners, but he loves the auction. He keeps us all in check and keep things moving along. So Luke Jansen over here on this side too. Look, he's looking dapper tonight. I would have said, Luke. Very trim as well, I think, sir. Yes, you're looking great. So welcome to. You're here to help bidders, Luke?
Oh, absolutely.
Yes, he'll be here to help you in the bidding. He loves to get involved, and he's very handy to have on your team, Mitch, because he can help get you across the line with that bidding strategy, which I'm sure you've worked out. TJ, MD, is our CEO here. Yes, Kyle Sutherland is here as well as the rest of the Harcourt's Holmwood management team. We're stoked. It's going to be good. We thank our owners for trusting Harcourt's Holmwood. We always appreciate that. We thank people watching us online tonight on Auctions Live. So thanks for tuning in via our website. We appreciate that too. Let's go through the rules. So we're all crystal clear with how we're going to operate tonight. And it's quite simple. We've got confidential reserves on each of the auctions tonight. Your job's to bid to and pass those reserves and win the auction. You've got to be the last bidder to win that auction. And at that time, we'd bring the hammer down, give you a clap and sell you the property. Hey, we don't always reach those reserves in initial bidding, don't worry. We just would pause the auction and chat to the highest bidder in private, sorry, over here, if you were in that position, just to say, hey, you've got a great chance to buy tonight. Let's get together, let's work it out, get you across the line. Sometimes we're having that discussion and negotiation, and the owners can decide to actually meet an agreement outside of the room, and we shake hands, but we withdraw the property from the auction floor, which means others don't get the opportunity to sell. So just be wary of that. You want to be the highest bidder at all times. I must stress that. Now, look, there's an important clause, and it talks about vendor bidding. Now, that's Kyle and my exclusive right. We place vendor bids only in the absence of your bidding, so let's hope that's not the case. They would only be well below the reserve price, so when you hear us announcing a vendor bid, and we always do make it clear, it just means you've got a bit of work to do to become the owner, to get into that selling zone. If the team from Harcourt's are bidding for buyers, we always identify those people to you, so you can be confident with that. The auctioneers can nominate the bidding increments. We can refuse bids as well, but only if they're not in the best interest of the auction. So cheeky bids, we call them, might be bumped back, but we'll always do that respectfully. And if two bids come out simultaneously or there's a little bit of a dispute, then the auctioneers get to decide that. It's great, we've got the say in the auction arena when often we don't have it at home. So it's quite nice to have that right. Hey, look, what we say is when the hammer falls, should we test it out? Boom, yes, it is going well. So we want to hear that in your favour. Like I say, a hearty round of applause is always what you'll receive when you've become successful. You just need to autograph the agreement. That forms a contract. Just a tinsy little 10% deposit is how you formalise the sale, as well as that signature. And the REA approved buyer's guide goes in your back pocket and you go away as the owner of your new property. Easy as that. We're going to start at Highstead Road. And I've got the pleasure of being the auctioneer and representing the hard work of, we used to say Stephen and Jack Marshall. I think we might have to say Jack and Stephen Marshall now. I don't know if that baton has officially changed, but here's Jack representing he and his dad. They're great real estate people, working with good real estate people as well. And we're in a great Canterbury area, Casebrook, at Highstead Road, the ever popular. 114 is the address of this one. And it's a home that's been really well looked after with a really funky and cool design. I'm sure you agree with me on that. And Jack and Stephen have had a really good time marketing it and meeting you all over the last few weeks, introducing you to a freehold estate. It's a sizable 658 square metres. And that legal description and list of chattels is accurate. I won't go into detail with that. You know, you've seen it, you've read it. Your legal advisor confirms you're settling on the 29th of September. But we may have some flexibility if you are the successful owner. And if you've gone to the trouble of agreeing a date prior, then that's good. We would always abide by that at Highstead Road. Don't you love the era of homes like this? And I really appreciate it. Sitting in that lounge when we were discussing our auction yesterday, filled with sun. I thought I saw Jack nodding off, actually. The sun was so lovely and warm there. And it was just my spiel, I'm sure, that had him. Sorry about that, yes. But no, it's really spacious and comfortable. It just goes to show you'll entertain there and have the family around. It'll be brilliant. Kitchen's really accessible, dining and the outdoor access from that space also. And lots of accommodation in the home, obviously. 4-bedder, great backyard, great front yard too. Drive-on access, excellent garaging. I think you'll enjoy this particular locality because it is close to all the amenities. And I think the strength of the Bishopdale community, Casebrook, is really what is the main factor for me, though. People love living here. They love being part of it. And at 114 Highstead Road, I know you will too. So offering you into the auction now. Let's call for those opening bids. Let's see who's going to start us away. We'll do our best to help. High bids for Highstead Road. What do you say? High hands. The crowd goes mild. Look, I'm going to make it easy for you. We thought 550 might be an easy place to start. Just to quell those pre-auction nerves. Hand in the air, ma'am. Is it? No, just adjusting the spectacles. That's okay. Did I see 550 anywhere in the room today? Is that Harsh? Good on you, sir. Welcome into the bidding. Harsh Singh from our Harcourts team at 550. I don't know what the next bid would be. You can tell me that. You might say 600. I don't know. I'd be happy to work with the 20, though, if you would. 560. Did I say 10? No, but there is a 10. There we are, right there. 560. 570. He's joined you in that increment, ma'am, at 570. And just 2 in the race at this early stage. Harcourts Gala, what a night. 580. Good. And 90, Harsh, good on you at 590. Always good to buy property on a Thursday afternoon, I find, at 590,000, particularly in Casebrook, particularly at Highstead Road, at 590. Good on you, 610, that's a good bid. I commend that bid at 610. How do you like 615? Well, you've made some inroads there, I would have said. It's 615, difference in strategies, but I like yours best. 10 on top is 625. 630, Harsh. It's 630. I'm not sure about the effectiveness of those fives, but let's find out. It's 630,000. Streaming online tonight, auctions live, but that's a good bid too. We call that a Commodore bid at 645. I'll explain that later because 650. Sticking with your fives, okay, sir. Well, that's okay. At 650, 650,000. Lovely, spacious living. Our favourite band, 665. 665. He was lying in wait for that one too. Keep going. What do you think? Another 10? We call it the Holmwood bid, but no, Harsh is another 10's got to like it. 6 3/4, 675. I'm saying 680 for you. Harsh, is good strategy at this stage. And we enjoy seeing your client here, sir. We love you when you come to the auction rooms. Good to see you on gala night. At 680. Blue carpet. Try another 5. See how we go. It's 680 at this early point. On even take, seeing it's a gala night, 2.5 if you liked. At 680,000, first chance. Second call, earnest owners on the move. Third call, selling in good faith. That good pitch of land is bowling green flat. You're going to say 2.5? Or double it and say 5? You tell me. At 680, twice in third. Harsh, you're in the lead. These good people have white-tailed me, so we've just got a little bit of work to do to get you in there, but let's pause and have the chat. You know how it works very well, I'm sure. Let's do that. I can invite my colleague, Kyle Siebert, to call an auction, and I'm going to pause and talk to these good people. Thank you.
You're welcome.
That's cool. Not too much jargon.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we go now to lot number 2 for this afternoon. It is presented by Ash and Shah Sutherland Todd. A very good afternoon. Step up here, Ash, so the good people at holmwood.co.nz can see us. If you are just tuning in, thanks very much. Welcome to our gala auction. Lot number 2 is 185C Enzors Road in Waltham. It is more formally described in the contract as a cross-lease in fee simple title. Flat 3, deposited plan 33702. all contained and described on Certificate of Title CB13A/1015 and settlement date to which you work the 1st of September 2023. Of course, you may be working to a pre-agreed date. Ash, I know you've enjoyed marketing this property, not just because of this location, but it is really a really warm and happy property, fully double glazed, ceiling insulation. You've got those aluminium windows as well. It has the bonus of the single lock-up garage. It's had a real zhuzh, and I think it just makes it all the more appealing, particularly for that first home buyer bracket. If you are an investor, our current owners have considered this a very reliable investment. It has been reliable, and not least because of its location. As the city continues to grow, our burgeoning city, this area is going to be more and more appealing. So let's get underway, Ash, here at 185C Enzors Road. Ladies and gentlemen, opening bidder offer. Where do we say go? Is there 250, perhaps? Yes, you heard me right, $250,000 puts you in the box seat. Is there 250? Nice to see you at $250,000, a familiar face, good to see you again. At $250,000 first call. Where's the competition for this good gentleman at $250,000 second call? Third and final call at $250,000. I'm going to place a vendor bid there at $260. It'll be my last. I know how you like to tango, sir. So come back at $270 and we'll talk at $260,000 first chance. And he says $270. All right, don't take my advice, sir, at $265,000. Less than what I asked for, but more than what I had at $265,000. Where's the competition for this good gentleman? First call. I'll give you 3 chances at $265,000. Second call now at $265,000. Third and final call. Is there $270,000? All right, we'll take a quick pause. We'll have a conversation. Can't sell to you at this level. That shouldn't surprise you. At $265,000, auction is open, and we're back with you very soon. Thank you, Luke.
Enjoying the Thursday night. Help yourself to a little soda over here in the corner. I see there's some sweets as well. Karen Kennedy is the lady that you want to see. She'll look after you and give you a little treat. I've got a treat for this good man. Now, he's been to our auction rooms on multiple occasions, but this could be your final visit tonight, Mandeep, because you've increased that bid at 114 Highstead Road. Sir, call it loud, call it proud. 698,000. He works with Harsh Singh. I look to our owners who were... Yes, oh, there you go, over there. No, you're not the owners. You might want to be. We're on the market. There we go, we're on the market and selling at 114 Highstead Road. Now you've got a chance to bid. 698. 698. And it's selling to this good man, Mandeep. First call. Second call. You might just spend a $2,000 little chip and you'd be in business maybe. It's a pretty good home in Highstead Road. Third chance. 698. Mandeep, we're going to miss your visits here, but good on you. Sold. Well done. Congratulations. Great bidding, thank you. And so come back to our auction rooms. We love having you here. It's great. Jack and Stephen Marshall are a successful campaign. And thanks to Norm Joy, good luck on your next property journey, which I know is ongoing. Thanks very much. I believe I have the pleasure of inviting Mr. Alan Scarehill. Alan Scarehill from the Emerald Isle, but also from Island 1, from our Island office. Come on up, Alan. We want to see you on Auctions Live today. And lovely to work with Rangiora Rentals Limited for our seller. Good property people. It's always a pleasure to deal with you, ma'am. And thanks for your instructions. I think don't make the mistake. We're going to Rangiora, but don't make the mistake of thinking it's all sort of suburban quality stock or lifestyle. No, we've got inner city funky accommodation for you here. You're going to really enjoy it at 25C Queen Street, right on the edge of Victoria Park. It's such a great spot. You buy into a cross lease and freehold, so decent tenure there. Legal's absolutely unchanged. I love being the bearer of good news the odd time, and I can tell you that clause 26 says that you're going to get some insurance money for the driveway, total sum of $1,295 and a few cents as well. So rebated from the purchase price is always a bonus as well. 1st of September, what a great day. That's the day you get the keys when springtime arrives and you spring in here. Superbly modernised, and it's been recently fresh, this townhouse. And like I say, it's a superb situation. You've got the 3 bedrooms. The decor's been really modernised, so it's really contemporary and cool. You've got morning sun, you've got plenty of afternoon sun, and your nice open plan living, really funky kitchen that's been integrated with the home, so that's all ready for you to go. There's a number of great eateries around you. You might not cook very many nights if you live at 25C Queen Street. Yes, the 2 bedrooms upstairs, one of them has been used as a studio because the view's over the park when you're witnessing the markets that take place there, Christmas celebrations, fireworks. It really is a superb extravaganza for you on lots and lots of occasions. You've got plenty of off-street parking, such easy living. You're in the heart of the town there, but you've got that villagey feel as well, which you're really going to appreciate. Good wee spot, Alan.
It's a cool place.
It's good. You've had a nice wee campaign, so we'll just offer it up to the market now. 25C Queen Street. Will there be a coronation? That is the question. We thought 400 would be an easy place to start, surely. We'd all be bidding at 4, surely. 3 bedrooms. Ma'am, I'm not sure about that expression on your face. Did you think 400 was a fair and reasonable place? I thought you might say 4 for me. Surely to goodness. Okay, well, vendor bid at 4. I won't hesitate any longer. I just draw your line in the sand. That's your foothold to begin the ascent. We're at base camp now at 400. Someone was going to say 420. I'm sure Margot Danza might be saying 420. You're here to bid and buy. Put on 20 for me, sir. Discerning buyers here. Absolutely urban living at its best, but you are in our much favoured Rangiora. Second call there at 4. Third call at 4. Look, I'm just not seeing that bid. Alan, I don't think we're going to get this in stage 2, so why don't we move to stage 3? We've got a sharp market price, and I know the market is going to be pretty impressed with this. 505,000. That is the market price. That's the number that Alan Scahill was going to offer the property to you. You could write the cheque right now, go and see Alan. He's very easy to get hold of. If you've been through the campaign, he'd be delighted to hear from you, that is for sure. We're going to move on to Fourfas, I believe. Is that correct, Hayden? Thanks, Alan. Sharon Trumper is nearing the front of the stage. She is our lead marketing consultant, working from our Minerva office. Sharon, wish to your little baby girl a happy birthday during the week. Rihanna, hope she's watching you. Hey, you've got a superb offering here at 80 Whittles Road. We really do thank our owning group, the trio of you. So thank you very much for entrusting Sharon and I for the job and for Harcourt's Holmwood. We really appreciate it. It's great to have properties like this coming to the market. The heart of Avonhead. Whittles Road's a superb street, very, very central to all the good things that Avonhead offers, of course, in terms of the mall, the hub, etc. It's a wonderful spot. It's a freehold estate with a sizable 868 squares. It's a great size section, and it's just beautifully utilised with your living you have on it. Lot 1 deposit plan 16214 is the legal description. Deposit plan 617 in folio 78. Chattels, no changes. Settlements the 24th of November, so you've got a bit of time to arrange those at Fairs. Thanks for signing the purchaser acknowledgement form. Clauses 23 to 25 are really related to that, mainly just the studio that Sharon has made available to you all. And we talk about livability in the business, and you've got it in spades here. It's just such an easy, lovely home. It's warm, it's comfortable, it's really quite stylish inside. You've got ample space. The sunlight that was streaming in when I visited, I think Sharon was doing her open homes around lunchtime, so that was perfect. And it was great to see just how sizable that section is. Doesn't look too much of a burden to look after, that's for sure, but with the garaging at the front, plenty of off-street parking, and that wonderful studio situation out to the rear. Just brings in teenager possibilities. You know, if you're looking for that subtle separation from that special group of individuals, then you can get that right here. Short stays might be a go for you too. All the accommodation, bathrooms inside, you'll be absolutely impressed. Having that 2 bathrooms just maintains the family harmony. And of course, being in that Burnside High, I think we are, aren't we? Close to Burnside High, not quite. No, Riccarton High is the school zones, but you're round the corner to Mirren, no problems at all. 80 Whittles Road. Now it's up to you. Who's going to start the bidding for me here, Sharon? Let's see if we can get you there. One good horse, that's all we need. That's the name of the establishment just down the road. Cheers to you, ma'am. Have we got something with a 7 in it? Good on you, sir. Welcome into you. Good on you. Leapt on that one. Of course you would. We'd all be buying at that level, low-hanging fruit there at 700,000, my man. Did someone say 750? Surely that would be a nice assertive move if you are looking to compete for the property here and now. Just enjoying a nice cola there, ma'am. Good to see you there. 25C Queen Street, we won't forget it. Here we are at 80 Whittles Road. My man's at 7. What about 20? Come on, first call, second call, third. 20 with you, sir. Good on you. Welcome in. 720. Took a wee while, but in he goes. Would you like to say 50, sir? 750 is a good bid. 55, sir. I don't know about those fives. Not my favourite increment at this junction, but I'll put it on for you. At 755, you'll go straight to 70, I'd say, sir, knowing you. 770. 780, that's good. 10 is far preferable to the 5, I would say, at this stage at 780. You might be cheeky and say 8, sir, just psychologically. 780. Another 10, 790, fair enough. Good on you, sir, without hesitation. And nor would you at 800. 810. 20, okay, good stuff. 820,000 is the bid now to beat. 825. Puts up 10, and I salute that bid, sir, at 835. And you, sir, touche, 845. 850 straight away. Rounds it up, squeeze it away. At 850, bit of work to do, Sue. You've got another 5, quickly. At 850, first chance. Twice, and I'm counting it. Third, the bid's with you, sir, at 850,000. I would say a rapid little bid now. Commend it to you, sir. Lots of property at the money. 850, sir. You lead the race. Would you like to pop into the Auction House Cafe, which of course is available to everybody, but we can have a wee private chat in there. We've just got a little bit of work to do to get you into this home. Not authorised to sell. Auction is open. Sharon, I'm just going to pause the auction, but leave it open. My good man Kyle won't be far away.
There it goes, there's the microphone. 22nd of September 2023. You may be working to a pre-agreed date. This is a builder's own home. That is really evident if you've been to visit. No cut corners at this address. It has been well constructed, just 4 years old. It offers 3 ample bedrooms, 2 well-appointed bathrooms, 1 spacious and very sunny north-facing living space. The backyard a really good size and ever so private. I think that's really the advantage with this address. We know the benefits of this location. The reason residents rave about Ravenswood is the sense of community. It has all the reserves, the playgrounds, the new shopping centre, the golf course, all of the convenience without the hustle bustle of big city life. This particular street full of really lovely residents, it's a great place to invest your money, certainly a great place to raise your children. So without further ado, let's get underway, Carl, here at number 45 Minerva Crescent in Wood End, bidders and buyers. Where do you see value? Who's going to be my Dan Carter and kick things off? Who starts us away? Was it a bid, sir? You've got to be careful in here. What about 520? Maybe that's a fair and reasonable place to start. Is there 520? If you don't buy, as I will, and place a vendor bid, then I'll place a vendor bid at $520,000. At 520, first call. Second call at 520. Look at that stylish kitchen, the heart of the home. Also very, very sunny. Third and final call at 520 on a vendor bid. I'll place another vendor bid then at $550,000. Should be no surprise, a clear line in the sand in terms of value. As I look for another $10,000 or $20,000 at 550, bids with my owner. Once called at 550. Twice the money now, 550, and third final call at 550. Carl, I don't see any bidding here, but I know that is to the conditional market's advantage. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to increase that bid and price the property on the podium at $655,000. Bidders and buyers, if you've got interest in a really lovely, well-built, modern family home in Wood End, let me recommend you visit number 45. It really is well appointed, great configuration. I think once inspected, you will not be disappointed. Property's passed in and priced, and we'll be back with you very soon. back with you now. Take you back to 185C Enzors Road in Waltham. There was a discussion outside of the room. No deal was concluded. So we are going to pass this property in and price it. It is 2 good-sized bedrooms, a really reliable investment property, certainly a good first home option. We'll price it at $329,000. Nice and sharp. Our Enzors vendors are highly motivated. So at $329,000, I think it's certainly worth a phone call. Give Ash and Shah and the Sutherland Todd team a call. They'll get you through. You'll be most impressed. Okay, that concludes that one. We go now to number 1 McFadden's Road in St Albans. It's always a pleasure working with John Morris and Lisa Wong, and I know they've enjoyed working with our sellers. They've had a delightful time living at this address, but things have changed. They are moving on. Bags are almost literally packed, and that is a great opportunity then for somebody in this room. It is number 1 McFadden's Road, a freehold title, 585 square metres more or less. Settlement date being the 4th of October 2023. Of course, you may be working to a pre-arranged date. I really admire what the architect Tim Hogan has done here. This is contemporary in every respect, but it blends so seamlessly into the character of the neighbourhood. And inside those cathedral ceilings, it just adds to the sense of space. The beautiful living room flows so nicely out to that garden. It is manageable but manicured, and bedroom accommodation sizable. The master bedroom, an absolute oasis. The bathroom's beautifully appointed, and the heart of the home, of course, is that stylish kitchen. I had the pleasure of visiting that kitchen for a coffee in 2017. I tell you what, the home is in exactly the same condition it is today, and that's testament to the fastidiousness of our 2 owners. Great people to buy property from. I think you'll be very happy here at number 1. John, Lisa, let's get underway. At number 1 McFadden's Road in St Albans, bidders and buyers, I'm in your hands. Opening bidder offer. Where do you see value? Shout me a number. Is there 900,000 perhaps? Maybe that's a sensible place to start. Very coy today, ladies and gentlemen. All right, a vendor bid at $900,000. The bid's with me. In fact, I'd happily stay here at $900,000. I'll buy it myself. At 900, I look for 950. At 900,000, first call. Auction is the best place, the best time to buy. Second call at 900,000, a vendor bid. Third and final call. What are we bidding, sir? 950? Very nice. Nice to meet you. Good luck with your bidding today at $950,000. My lamp lighter. At 950, who takes me to that $1 million mark? At 950, first call. Twice the money now, 950. And third and final call at $950,000. My good colleague Jack Milligan there at $1 million. $1 million from Milligan. Thanks very much, Jack. On the phone with his buyer at $1 million. Sir, there's your competition. Would you say $1,050,000 for me? At $1,050,000 on the nod. Remember Paparoa and Heaton school zones? At $1,050,000. You didn't say 1.1, did you, sir? Not yet. At $1,050,000. At $1,050,000 now and 1.1, there's the bid. You've got to be quick, sir. At $1,100,000 I have now. What's the response? Would you give me 2.5, sir? 1,125. Just easier for me to add. At 1,125. Jack, 1,150 is there for you. At 1,125 I have. First chance. 1.2. Now, there's a bit I like, sir. Nice to meet you at $1.2 million. The man knows good property at $1,200,000. New face in the race. And 2-1. I'll work with you, sir. 10,000 on top there at $1,210,000. Jack, I've not forgotten about you. We love a good comeback story. At $1,210,000 I have, sir. Would you say 2.25? Beg your pardon? 2.3. We'll work with you. 20,000 on top. Absolutely. At $1,230,000. And 250 now, 1.25. At 1,250,000. And 70 at 1,270,000. Great bid, sir. And 80, just 10 on top. I tell you, when you're sitting on that deck, you won't remember what you paid for it. You'll just be very, very happy. At 1,280,000, and would you say 1.3 for me, sir? The bid's over here at 1,280,000. First call. Twice the money now at 1,280,000. 90. Good work there, and John. Conversation at 1,290,000. Would you say 1.3 now, sir? 5,000. All day long at 1,295,000 and 1.3. At 1.3 the call. Lisa, John, conversation. At 1,300,000, Jack, any better bid? At 1.3 I have. And 305. 310. 315. 320. The thing you've got to ask yourself is, where do you find the next one? Land in this location, a finite resource. Homes of this quality, hard to find. At 1,320,000. What about another 5, sir? All right, Simon. Simon, just hold that thought. Sir, I can't quite sell to you at this level. Let's take a quick pause. We'll have a conversation outside of the room. Auction is open at 1,320,000. We're back with you very soon.
Out to this great area of Rolleston at the Haymakers Crescent. Who's been there and experienced it? Gee, there's some fantastic homes, some lifestyle homes out there. We've got a wee beauty for you here. The gentlemen here to my left are Josh Hilbers and Matt Dawson, who have had the pleasure of marketing the home. And hey, I got a good guided tour. It took them a wee while to show me everything on the property because there's lots to it, guys. But it's a tremendous proposition, I think. So, Haymakers Crescent. Now, before we kick off the auction, I'm urging you to go and taste the delights of the Auction House Cafe. Best in town, and you've got a range of drinks and food there. They'll be delighted to see you. Very easy just to pop through there. Hey, look, 56 Haymakers Crescent in Rolleston. It's a smorgasbord of treats as well on that freehold estate. Now, wait for it. It's 5,662 square metres. So it's around about 1 3/4 acres. Mitchie, could I say that on your behalf, that you would compute that in your good arithmetic head, that it's about 1 3/4 acres? I think 5,662. Fantastic size. Lot 29, deposit plan 500,967. The certificate of title is identified as 764146. Log burner, tunnel house and solar panels are features of the chattel list, which hasn't changed, by the way. Settlement date, Thursday the 21st of September. Those daffodils will be well and true, proudly showing themselves. Of course, we've got Daffodil Day round our offices tomorrow, which is going to be exciting as well, but 21st of September is the date. The master guarantee will pass over to you, and the vendors will make all endeavours, would come at your expense, of course, which is quite standard on a property of this nature. And if it's about life is for the living, then, hey, why wait? Why not move here now to 56 Haymakers? It's all about family living. It's wholesome. The air is fresh. You have got room to roam and space to thrive. You really have. You can flourish here. You've got a contemporary open plan design, so the style factor is certainly strong. So for anyone who loves having their friends over, your family, you'll be proud to host them at this abode. That big deck wraps right around. It's huge. Just spills out. You can see the children. I would get a separate tub to scrub their feet at the end of the day in the summer because they're going to be running, skipping and jumping. All those bedrooms and bathrooms are superb. Garage, shed out the back, great access, superb neighbours. There's quality houses around here, and I know it's been very, very popular. Guys, good campaign, and I think, Josh, you might even be falling a bit for the Haymakers Crescent yourself. Could you be guilty of that, perhaps a little bit?
A little bit.
A little bit, okay, good stuff. We're going to get underway. No jabs, no light hooks, just Haymakers today. Who's going to start us away?
1,150,000.
That's a calculated amount, but that's Kay Caddick from our team here at Island 2. 1,150. Well, away we go with a good, solid, stout, robust bid from Kay. 1,150. Who would say 1,2 for me, maybe? Just the 1,150 here and now with my good people down the rear there. Do I see a 50 on from there? First chance there. Compelling you on. Chiming in, of course, the vendors, of course. 1,150. Second call. Third call at 1,150. I won't hesitate in saying 1,2K and just seeing what your competition's going to do and invite you back at 1,25. But at 1,2, that's on a vendor bid just at the moment. Would be my one and only, I could assure you of that, at 1,2. Second call at that figure. I think 50 should be easy. You might even say 1,3K. But at 1,2 at the moment on a vendor bid. Final chance. Do I see even a 25? I would work with that increment. 1,2 at the moment. Any advance? The KC? I'm not hearing much from you, my dear. They say when someone bids once, they generally will bid again. At this low juncture. Sir, you might ask Kay just to say 1,250, please, Kay. Might be a good idea at this stage. Otherwise, 1,225 is a figure I'd work with. And look, all those square metres. 5,660. No advance? Well, you have at least earned the right to a discussion, Kay, so would you like to go into the Auction House Cafe, perhaps? We'll come and chat to you over there and offer you the opportunity. That means the auction's paused. It is live, it's open. And if you want to further advance your interest, then make sure you would have a quick chat to Josh or Matt Dawson.
Ladies and gentlemen, I turn your attention back to 1 McFadden's Road in St Albans. beautiful contemporary home. We left the room on a live bid at $1,320,000. And we'll just wait for that's the one, at 1 McFadden's Road. There was a slight increase outside of the room. My owner's very happy to sell to the new owner at $1,325,000. The property has been withdrawn and very happily sold. Congratulations. John, Lisa, as always, fantastic work. Bernie, Veronica, thanks for the opportunity. All the best with your next chapter. Ladies and gentlemen, we are going to come back at the half hour, isn't it, Hayden, at 5:30 with the next lot in our catalogue. Stick around. Thanks for being with us. We'll see you soon.
We're back in business, back at 80 Whittles Road. Sharon Trumper is our lead marketing consultant. I'm working with our highest bidder, working with Duke. You've increased the bid, please, sir. Could you announce the amount of the increase? 863,000, and our good team of owners have decided that at that level that we would place the property on the market? Correct, and granted. There we go. I'm selling away 80 Whittles Road. The bid is 863,000. Would you like to bid again? One more, 864. 865. We're on the market and we sell 80 Whittles Road. Think strategy, think psychology. Be as strong as you can be. $400? 4 or 5? 4. $500, 865 and a half. Puts up 1,000 on top of that at 866 and clickety click and a little bit of change on that at 866, 500. 867's got a good ring to it. Have a wee stretch. Last little roll of the dice. 866 and a half. It's a good number, sir. I'm selling away. Would be a shame to miss it for that tiny increment, wouldn't it? At 866, 500, 80 Whittles Road. With or without you, that's what we say. But I think it's going over this way. Sold to you, sir. Well done. Congratulations. Good. As Gold Coal, you're going to come and do the conduct of auction for us.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, a very good evening, and if you are just joining us, welcome to the Harcourt's Holmwood auction room. It is gone 5:30 now, so we are going to take you through the conduct of auction. Just a refresher on the rules by which we operate. In the case of each property, our vendors have provided us with a confidential reserve price. Now, subject to that reserve price being reached or breached, the highest bidder whose bid we accept will be the lucky new owner. If the bidding doesn't quite reach that reserve price, that is not the end of the auction. Our practice here at Holmwood is to pause. We move into one of our meeting rooms with the highest bidder and we'll offer that person the opportunity to purchase the property. Now, on the odd occasion during that discussion outside of the room, our sellers may say to us, look, Kyle or Mark, we're happy with this negotiated price. We'd like to withdraw the property from the auction and sell it outside of the room without disclosing our reserve price. That is a vendor's prerogative, but when they exercise that prerogative, it can be very disappointing for buyers who remain here in the room. So my advice to you is simple. If you wish to bid and buy, please make sure you hold the highest bid at all times. Now, as auctioneers, myself and my colleague Mark McGoldrick can nominate the increments by which the bidding is raised. We can refuse bids if we feel they're not in the best interests of our owners. If there are any disputed bids, we'll simply resolve them, normally by going back to the last undisputed bid. And if any of our licensed colleagues are in the room bidding on behalf of clients, we will do our very best to point them out to you. Now, you may hear the phrase vendor bid today. That is a bid placed by the auctioneer on behalf of a property owner. It is always well below the reserve price and it is always clearly identified to you, so you can bid against a vendor bid with confidence. Now, finally, if you are that lucky last purchaser, you have a couple of obligations. Of course, you pay your deposit, 10% of the purchase price, and you sign the contract. When you sign the contract, you are acknowledging that you've received a copy of the approved REA guide. Those are the rules, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of our Managing Director, Tony Jenkins, and CEO, Kyle Sutherland, it's great to have you with us. Thanks too to those joining us at holmwood.co.nz. Now, let's begin our 5:30 hour, a wonderful catalogue of real estate, and I don't think you could ask for a better start than 47 Gloucester Street in Christchurch Central. Simon Herbert, of course, from our Minerva office. Simon, pop up here, grab the limelight, Simon. Camera can't see you where you are. You've had the great pleasure of marketing this substantial property. It is number 47 Gloucester Street, a freehold title, 255 square metres more or less. Settlement date to which you work the latter of 10th of October 2023, or 5 working days from code compliance being issued. I just think this is an absolute triumph of engineering and design. Ladies and gentlemen, our good owners set out to utilise every square inch of this prime central city parcel, and the result is a masterpiece. Architect Tobin Smith, he must be commended. He's absolutely nailed his brief, designing a home both inspiring and practical, and then a team of artisans and builders from around the country have executed that vision to perfection. Cutting-edge kitchen by Studio Italia, gorgeous gabled ceilings with Louvre panel facades, wrought iron staircase, American oak flooring, opulent bathrooms, custom fittings and fixtures of the absolute highest quality. This is 280 square metres of luxury, unparalleled luxury in the beating heart of Christchurch, and just moments away, of course, from Riverside, the Terrace, the cathedral. In the context of our beautiful, burgeoning central city, Simon, I think you would agree, number 47 Gloucester Street is an absolute collector's item. So, without further ado, who collects the keys and opens the bidding? Here at number 47 Gloucester Street in Christchurch Central. Opening bidder offer. All right, then, a vendor bid at $3.4 million. A clear line in the sand at $3,400,000 should be a sea of hands for a home of this substantial quality, international calibre. At $3,400,000, a vendor bid first call. Second call. Third and final call at 3.4. I won't hesitate, ladies and gentlemen. A vendor bid again at $3.5 million. $3.5 million. $50,000 puts you in the box seat at $3.5 million here at number 47. Once called at 3.5. Second. Third and final call at $3.5 million. Simon, I don't see any bidding here. I know you've got a list of people to talk to on a conditional basis. Ladies and gentlemen, take a look at the photos, have a look at the listing, make the phone call. I'm going to increase the bid to $3.6 million. You will not find a better home at this price point in Christchurch. I challenge you to do so. Give Simon a call today. Access is easy. You'll be most impressed. Property's passed at 3.6, and we are back with you very shortly.
Attention back to Haymakers, number 56, Maddie. You're more of a straight arm sort of guy, aren't you? Good to see you in the auction room. Hey, look, Kay, you did go to 1,170, so I was on a vendor bid at 1.2, but the live bid was 1,170, so Amy and Kelly might update that on the screen. Property's not for sale at that figure at 1,170. That is a live bid from our one bidder. If there's any advance and you wish to make that bid in the auction forum, now would be the time to do that. Just as that bid's going to change on your screen to 1,170, interphrastically, and almost immediately. Can't go backwards. Hey, it's a fair theory. It's a fair theory. It's a fair theory. Our auctions normally go in that direction. We're passing the property in, is what I'm saying. It is going to be $30,000 less than that bid, which is good news for you all. But so we're just going on to that next stage. You need to talk to Josh and Matt to continue your inquiries with that property. But so you give a lot of real estate. Look, it's modern and funky. It's only a couple of years old, that property. It's on the 5,660 squares. So I'd be all over that, like the old seagull on chips. But we're going to move on to Westminster Street, which is a street I'm very fond of. Home of the mighty Axemen, the Christchurch Football Club down there on Westminster. Look at the shape of this lot that we offer up. Dave Findlay is the man who will take on an opportunity, a proposition like this at 1,663 square metres, Dave, which is a fairly enticing plot in the St Albans end of Maidaho. And we all knew the old Edgeware Motors, a bit of an icon, but you've got your chance to buy the structure, buy the land. It's on an as-is, whereas basis. But I think the proposition, well, hey, there's a number of purposes for the property, but we do say thanks to Juanita and Andrew for your instructions, and of course good to see you back darkening the doors, Juanita. You might say. I hope you didn't shudder as you walked in, but it's great to have a former teammate back, and good on you for choosing Dave to represent you. There she is. Let's go through the formalities. Freehold 1,663, so it's good size, isn't it? Creeping up towards that half acre. Lot 7. It's on the two titles as well. Deposited plan 6060 and 8506, and the volumes of those titles are 363 and 707 respectively. Bit of a bonus that for you good land bankers, development people, you'll know that is a valuable aspect to the property. 10 working days after the auction. Hey, that can't beat that for settlement terms. But we've got flexibility in that. Clause 23 in the agreement that Dave and Whitney have circulated to you just outlines the deletions in that agreement around clauses 7 and 9. We do sell as is, where is. But you can run the mower business if you like. It's there. It's got, fit for purpose, obviously. It's rock solid, good space. We thought there's a number of possibilities other than starting again and developing the site, which probably would be the favourite option. I don't know, is resurrecting the business or using it for storage, land banking as well. I mean, it's really central. It's a great sort of family area, community area down there in Westminster. So having that 1,663 squares is an absolute bonus. The containers are no longer there, are they, Dave? Correct. But so it's a really developable site. It's here to be sold. Owners have had it for a number of years, so wishing to get it gone. Let's see if we can do that for you here and now at 237 Westminster. For all you parliamentary fans, who's my spokesperson? Initially, we thought, ma'am, the mid-fives would be a fair place to start. If you wanted to chime in there, that we'd welcome you in. Maybe 550 or something, yes, if you like, at 550. Do you think that's fair? Some might say 6, just to get underway, but I'm happy to start at that figure. Okay, 550,000. Luke, I'm going to say that's a vendor bid. There you go. Owners stay with that at 550. Now you would leap forward and say 6 with such a big parcel of land and a proposition in central Christchurch like that. Seriously, you're onto Cranford, you're down to Sherborne, and you are in town. That is for sure. First call at 550. Do I see 6 anywhere? Second call. You Harcourt's people must have buyers who would be interested in this. Even over with our good Island people. Have you seen the size of the section, Simon? Third call, it must be worth 600 to you or better. Third chance. Okay. Not the bids forthcoming that we might have expected. 720's not going to own it. I'm pretty confident of that, Dave. We're going to pass in at that figure. That's just my final vendor bid, and we go on to the next stage. So talk to Dave Finlay, Whitney Burfield, Totofi as well, if you're inquiring about the property. Like I say, you don't get opportunities like that very often, so it'll be a good one to get in touch with. Thanks very much, Juanita, Andrew, and we move on in our program to Fourfas.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's go now to St Albans, and it is 87A Fourfas Street. The contract describes a freehold title, 374 square metres more or less, and the settlement date the 29th of September 2023, that being a Friday. You may be working to a pre-agreed date. Ably marketed by dynamic duo in real estate Ash and Shah Sutherland Todd. They've got several options for you this evening. This is an absolute peach here at number 87A Fourfas Street. Super private, beautifully modernised, well appointed. Just love the positioning in terms of sunshine. You're never short on vitamin D here at number 87A. That equals happiness. And I think the family is just so well accommodated here. Great indoor-outdoor flow through those bifold doors. The section is manageable for a busy lifestyle. I just think this is the perfect home. Well appointed bathroom as well, and ample bedroom accommodation. Our owners have just loved living at this address. The community, they say, is fantastic. By all accounts, the neighbours, just lovely people. They're very excited to hand over the keys to a very lucky new owner. So, Ash and Shart, let's get underway. 87A Fourfas Street in St Albans, bidders and buyers. Who starts me away with an opening bidder offer? What about 500,000? That's a nice, easy bid for somebody. Is there 500,000 in the room? Folks, of course, if you don't take that bid, I will on behalf of my owner. All right, then, a vendor bid at $500,000. Invite you to take me to 520 if you like. At 500,000 I have, with my owners, first call at 500,000. Second call, don't forget those excellent school zones. That has to underpin your value at 500,000. Third and final call at 500. Nice to see you. What was that? 520. Nice to meet you. Good luck with your bidding today at 520. At $520,000, ladies and gentlemen. Who takes me to 540? On the first chance, we know how good this area is. The amenities are excellent. Second call, it is always a popular suburb. That'll be to your benefit when you eventually sell. Third final call at $520,000. I'm going to place another vendor bid at 540. It will be my last. Invite you to bid at 560 if you like. First chance at $540,000. My owners would sooner stay at 540. Second call and 560 I have. At $560,000. Looks determined. I'm not surprised. This is good property. At $560,000. This side of the room, going home empty-handed at this stage. Third call at 560. Any better bid or offer? All right, ma'am, this is your advantage, really. You are my only bidder at this early stage. Let's have a conversation outside of the room. Auction is open at $560,000. Any change from the floor, please let us know. We're back with you very, very soon.
Lucy Woodley, this is your moment, which part you enjoy a lot, isn't it, coming up front here, which is great. Lucy's from our Minerva office. You would have got to know her. Joe's laughing alongside us. That's good to see. A good vendor. We've got a little bit of a South Canterbury connection, a Timaru connection, the three of us, so we're pretty proud of our team. Here we are at 267A Lake Terrace Road as well, and you'll be proud to own this property as well. It's an absolute cracker. It is a cross lease, and it is described in a legal fashion very accurately to the agreement that Lucy has sent around to you. 2nd of November, that gives you a little bit of time, doesn't it? And getting on Cup and Show Week then in November. Hey, look, we're selling a property that's just served our owner so well. It's a 2-bedroom home, but it's got a lot of extra about it. I think you'll enjoy the living aspect to it. It's got a lovely elevation to the site, and your outlook as you sit in your lounge or your dining table is absolutely spectacular, isn't it? Afternoon sun spills in. I was eavesdropping in Lucy's open homes, and I could hear people saying, I'd be happy to have my pets here. It'll be great for kids. But I think even if you were at the other end of your real estate journey, if you're just chipping down a bit, this would be the one to go into. It's tucked away, it's very secure and private. Double garaging, internal access, that's a bonus. And super appointments. There's a bit of upside there for you too, if you want to stamp your own mark on things. So it'll be good and affordable. I reckon you should be bidding with all your hands up that you possibly can. Start us away now. Now, ma'am, this is the bid. This is the sort of property you would have a sleeve load of buyers for, surely. Particularly opening it up at the Lake Fours. Lake Terrace Road. Gentleman in the blue jacket. Start us away at 480. Opportunity here for you. 267A Lake Terrace Road. I'm just seeing Duncan always good with the buyer there, ma'am. Pop this in the portfolio at 480. Surely that's all I'm asking to start to get us underway. I will do that on behalf of the owner at 480. Now, 5's the tick we go to. Mr. Kilcal, would you say that? Just see it with a 5, starting with a 5. First call at 480, just asking the question. Second call, inviting you all in. You should have more hands up than Saturday Night Fever at these levels. Third call at 480. Look, I'll go to 5. 5, ma'am. Vendor bid at 500. Just quickly, looking for 20 on top. Okay, you've been busy in the room tonight. First, second, third. No hands up. Stage 3, Joe. We know we go straight there. Well, Lucy's going to go in there with energy and alacrity. And I think we're at a price, aren't we? 579. Pretty happy with that. 579,000, I think, represents excellent value. It's a good one, that one, at number 267A, Lake Terrace Road. Priced to sell at 579. Talk to Lucy Woodley. I think her phone might have a busy tone with that price there. But Lucy, thanks for introducing me to Joe, and always good to meet a fellow South Cantabrian. Thanks very much. I think the mighty Burrows.
people knew her by her will, to make it whatever she put her mind to. Late night hours up the hill, serving coffee to strangers, talking about revenue. She kept dreaming of a world big enough for everyone, but she knew it must rain before it grows. She kept dreaming of the day butterflies survive the wheel, even though she got knocked down and never showed. Dear Lily, where'd you go? Where's your heart at? Why'd you fall back? Lately your afterglow is shining brighter, waking up an easy egg. I remember her in songs, decades old, but it doesn't matter. Stumble across old memories, try to recall before they all shatter. She kept dreaming of a world big enough for everyone, but she knew it must rain before it grows. She kept dreaming of the day butterflies survive the wheel, even though she got knocked down and never showed. Dear Lily, where'd you go? Where's your heart at? Why'd you fall back? Lately your afterglow is shining brighter, waking up an easy egg. Where did you go? Where's your heart at? Why did you fall back? Lately your afterglow is shining brighter.
Ladies and gentlemen, if I could have your attention, please. I'll turn your attention now to 6 Burrows Place in Ilam. Jack and Stephen Marshall, Canterbury's premier father and son real estate team, working out of the Fendleton office. They've had a great joy in working here at 6 Burrows Place in Ilam, a freehold title, 703 square metres more or less. Settlement date the 14th of September 2023. Of course, you may be working to a pre-agreed variation. I think Burrows Place, Jack, has to be one of Ilam's best kept secrets. It is a delightful, quiet and secure cul-de-sac. By all accounts, the neighbours are just lovely. Quiet street, and this property here, I think, just holds prime position on the street. Perfectly orientated for sunshine. I love this era of build. It is brick in its construction, and then the modernisation my owners have endeavoured to produce and offer to you today is just stunning. That kitchen, sleek and white. Beautiful, beautiful update. The open plan nature of the kitchen, the living, the dining, all again perfectly situated to get all day sunshine. The gardens are manageable but beautifully maintained. I just think this is an outstanding option for families. I know our owners are sad to say goodbye, but they are very excited to hand over the keys. So Jack, let's get underway here at 6 Burrows Place in Ilam, bidders and buyers. Who'd like to start the bidding? Where do we say go? Not a silent auction, bidders and buyers. Is there 900,000 perhaps? That should be an easy opening bid in this neighbourhood, a home of this size, a home of this quality at $900,000. Very well, then a vendor bid. You've seen that this evening already. A bid placed by me on behalf of the owner at $900,000. A clear line in the sand. Is there $950,000? First call at $900,000. Second call, that spacious master, of course, enjoys a walk-in wardrobe, opulent bathroom. That bedroom, of course, the perfect place at the end of the day. The sun just streams in there. Third call at... Ma'am, you wouldn't call it 925 for me, please. I won't accept 10. 925, that's better. Thanks very much, and nice to meet you at $925,000. Where's 950? 950, Jill Lang on the phone with her client at 950 now. Would you say 975? 975? Ma'am, I won't take 5,000. First call at 950,000, bids at the back of the room. Second call at $950,000. 960, I'll work with you. Tough customer, ma'am, this is good property. At $960,000. What's the retort? 980, that's even better at $980,000. Once called at $980,000. Second call, round me up to $1 million. Is it another 10? Third and final call at $980,000. Ma'am, you can come back next week and you'll probably pay more. There are certainly signs that the market is on the move. Now's the time to strike. At $980,000, best bid is at the back of the room. If there's no further bidding, I'll pause, have a conversation with Jill's client. All right then. Let us know if there's any change. Auction is open. Jill, no surprise, I can't sell to you at this level. Let's have a conversation. Auction is open at 980. We're back with you soon.
John Morrison, they've teamed up in our item office. They know the northwest of Christchurch better than anybody in the world. So back in your favourite area, I think I can comfortably say that. I'm quite comfortable to say that. Sorry, Kelly, we're just going to move on to Gloaming. Sockburn, here we go. And we're going to be roaming in the Gloaming. And you're going to be moving into number 9, Upper Riccarton. And right in the key of the cul-de-sac, right beside the reserve. It's a super position and well presented by our owners. I have to say the young fella, Blake, has been a good boy with trimming those top hedges. He's a nice big tall boy, isn't he? So thank you very much to young May for her instructions. At 9 Gloaming Place, sits on a good section at 607 squares and legal description absolutely unchanged. 7th of September would be a very convenient settlement date for you, I am sure. And all the other elements of the agreement are very clear and very concise. I just think when you look at good real estate, this is what you want. You want lots of space. If you've got the kiddies growing up, then this is the one for you. If you entertain people, you'll love the big lounge with that sunny window seat. Oh, it's a really super spot. The kids will just go to the reserve next door. There's a seesaw roundabout. They'll just have a great time over there. And because it's a secure and private area, it's absolutely brilliant. All those bedrooms, the utility rooms at the back of the garage, they're going to be an absolute bonus. You've got superb garaging, car storage, off-street parking as well. Lovely big sunny outdoor deck as well. It's a beauty. And you're pretty well handy to lots of different areas here. In the Gloaming at number 9, who is roaming into the Gloaming for me and start me away in the bidding? Kids at Avonhead School, maybe? Wouldn't be guessing, wouldn't take a second guess. Come on, you bidding community. Let's partake.
500 mark.
Go, we've got Tony Jenkins, my protagonist, with a bidder on the telephone. A reasonable place to start, Tony, at 500 would excite people at that level, I would have thought. Maybe someone's going to say 20 on top for me here and now at 500,000. Take confidence, he's a professional, that Tony. First call at 5. Who says 20? Come on, welcome in, sir, to you at 520. You do have competition, Tony. At 520, I think 40 might be the place to go. Welcome into you too. Welcome in. There we go. You are here to buy. I'm pleased to see it at 540. 540, 60, 560. There we go. We don't have to go in order, sir. You just chime in. You might want to say 600. 580. Good on you, sir. At 580. 6 if you like. Just 580 over the back here and now. Yes, 6. I've got that bid there. Fairly bidding off it at 600. Over 600 squares. Good section, isn't it? Solid home. Lovely big lounge. Flows to that deck superbly. 620 with you, sir. Puts up the program again. Puts up the 20 for me at 620. Into the Gloaming we go. What's it to be over here? 40 if you like. First chance. Second call. What's the strategy? What's the play? 625. Puts up a little 5. That would excite you, sir. You might pop a wee 10 on. 630. 630. Tony beats you to it. Straight in he goes at 630. The wake up call. 630,000. 635. Done your homework on the property. I think it comes up trumps myself at 635. Good real estate. 65. So you got 40 for me? Yep, 640. Yes, he bids away at 640. I'm taking that bid over the rear, Tony. 45. Okay, we'll work with that. Sorry, no. Oh, sorry. Okay, so 640 still sticks with you, sir. You're in the lead at 640. What's the team saying now? At 640. Having not bought Westminster St earlier, that's good. Means you're free to go for Gloaming. At 640,000, first chance. Second chance. I'll tell you what I'll do, man. Would you say 2,500? That's it, the enticing bid, surely. At 640, third chance. I'll offer you the same courtesy, Tony. Would you go 2.5? Just got 640 over the... Okay, good as gold. Dangerous territory. 640.
642.5.
There you go.
Got those instructions.
45. See, straight back at 645. So you saw that coming. Dispatched. 645. Try 1,000. See how you go. 645. Others want to buy it, so that's good. Give you confidence at these levels. 645. First chance. And twice. Third call.
46.
Oh, just the one. 50 would be the bid you'd go to, sir, wouldn't it? 648. Ignoring the auctioneer's genius at 648. Should be, well, you young agents should have your pens and papers out, listening to what he says. 648. You're a young agent. 648, first. 51, there we go. See, it's a canny bid, isn't it? At 3,000, at 651, as he's roaming into the Gloaming first and foremost at the stage, at 651. Twice. 53, thanks for relaying that, Luke. Puts up 2 and good bid. Nicely done. Good to see you enjoying the experience, sir. Comfortable in the bidding. Unlimited chances, though, isn't that the wonderful thing about auction? You can just keep going if you like. 653. In your less favoured position of second at the moment, Tony. 653 twice. So this good family going to come back in and say 54? Oh, he's in there. 654. 55. Good stuff, sir. Cool, calm and collected over there at 655. Chiseling away. It's good night. Harcourt's Holmwood Auction Gala. These have been very popular events. I hope you're using the Auction House Cafe. Best food in the city, I tell you. It really is. It's 655. 656. Good man. 58. Just doubling it up, sir, is a good... You have to salute that, don't you, Lukey? 658. 60. Kids probably like 660. 658 second. Pretty good buying. Third call. 658.
658, 659.
Bid. 659, sir. 661. So you've been to bidding school at some stage, sir. You really have. 661. Passed with masters. At 661. We're a wee bit below. Young May might get it on. At 661. What do you think, Young May? Is Lisa handy to get some instructions, perhaps? We're a wee bit below. Do you think you would put it on the market, or just have a wee chat, Johnny Mo? Just at 661 at the moment, Tony.
661?
That's the bid I've got from this good gentleman over here.
No, I know that.
It's good you're thinking out loud. Good stuff. Second call. Third call. It's 661, Tone. Conversation happening here.
662.
Salute. 665. How do you like them apples, Tony? Young May, the bid's now 665. Remember that. 665. And lobs it over the net, Tony. There you are. It's there for you. It's bounced up nicely. It's 665. Prefer not 1,000, just for the aesthetics of the numbers. Bids over here at 665. Second and third. Suspended animation. Heck of a lemon tree there. 665. I think we're going to pause. Sir, you lead the bid. I'm not at a level I can sell. I've just got a tiny bit of work to do, but come and have that chat in the cafe. I'm just pausing the auction, Tony. And to you, good bidders.
Waiting, if you are just joining us at the Holmwood Auction Room, welcome. It's a pleasure to have you with us. We go back to 87A Fourfas Street in St Albans. We left the room on a live bid at $560,000. There was some good discussion outside of the room. And can I just confirm, where are my purchasers? They've graciously agreed to increase that to $665,000 with a view to owning the property. And under clause 2.6, our owners have said we're delighted to sell to you. The property has been withdrawn and very happily sold. Congratulations. Congratulations, you'll be very happy there. Thanks for being here. To our owners, thanks for the opportunity. Ash and Shah, as always, a fabulous job. Okay, bidders and buyers, we go now to Northwood, an increasingly popular suburb. If I could have your attention, please. The property is number 11 Brookwater Avenue in Northwood. The agent, Marie Sherry, one of our finest from upstairs here at Island 2. She's thoroughly enjoyed working with Jack and Kayla, our lovely sellers. And this is a home that was built in 2012. It has been lovingly modernised, I should say, by our builder owner. You can see that in the quality of the workmanship throughout the home. A lot of care and attention to detail. It is sleek, it is contemporary. I just think it is a fabulous, fabulous home. Freehold title, 521 square metres more or less. And Friday the 6th of October 2023, all by mutual agreement, that being your settlement date. Inside, the configuration lends itself perfectly to modern family living. I just love that stunning kitchen, beautifully tiled, sizable dining area as well, beautiful living spaces, indoor-outdoor flow to a very manageable section. It is in great condition. I'm not sure who the gardener is, but they do a fabulous job. The bedroom accommodation is ample. The master enjoys indoor-outdoor access as well, of course with its ensuite as well. It is just a lovely home on a back section for privacy and security, and again, in a suburb that year after year becomes more and more popular. I just think it makes a lot of good sense. So, Marie, let's get underway here at 11 Brookwater Avenue. Sticks Mill Country Club membership is coming your way, bidders and buyers. We know how good that is. Where do we start the bidding? At number 11 Brookwater Avenue. Opening bidder offer. What about $750,000? At $750,000, you get to enjoy the sauna, the pavilion facilities, the tennis courts. All of those activities the residents in this neighbourhood love to enjoy. It's all included. Here at number 11 Brookwater Avenue at $750,000 of indoor bid. First call. Second call at $750,000. I look for $775,000. Third and final call at $750,000. I'll place another indoor bid at $775,000, Marie. That is a no-brainer at these levels. This is a lot of home. At $775,000, I look for $25,000 on the rise. First chance at $775,000. Second call. Third and final call at $775,000. Marie, I don't see any unconditional bidding here, but I know there's people to talk to on a conditional basis. I'm going to increase that bid to $850,000. Ladies and gentlemen, if you've got interest north of $850,000, please call Marie Sherry today. This is a home of elegance, of modernity. It is absolutely comfortable throughout the year, and I think upon inspection you'll be very, very impressed. Property's passed in. We are back with you very soon.
Here we go, 9 Gloaming Place, Lisa Wong, John Morrison. You must know them, their profile was excellent. They've done well here. I'm working with the great people here. You've increased by 10, just call out that bid for me, sir. And Yong Mei, I can say that number 9 Gloaming Place is on the market and selling. Yes, it is. At $675, I'll give you a quick opportunity to bid. At 6 3/4, $675,000 for this awesome house with a great big living. I'll give you the customary 3 calls, Tone, always. It's 675. 676. Value's there. 77. 677. 77, I'm going to sell away. Tony, once I call it to you, and I shout it out twice at 677,000. 9 Gloaming Place, you'll be gleaming with pride. Third and final call. It's 677.
One more.
678, the pontoon hand. Pay you 3 times, sir. 678. One more at 679. Great fun, sir, isn't it? We give you unlimited chances. It's open, it's transparent, it's fair for all. 679. Can't fault it. This is auction. This is how it works. 679 for number 9. I think we might be there. Tony, he's gritty. He tries twice. Third call. Oh, we'll get him an auction focus for this at 679, 9 Gloaming Place. To you good people, hey, it is sold. Good fun, well bought, well done. Tony, congratulate your bidder, but commiserations at the same time. Kondolev. Yes. Announcement, very important announcement. Liz O'Neill, we were going to be calling number 260 Kondolev tonight, but we're not now. We're going to do it next Wednesday, aren't we? There's a couple of technicalities you need to sort out. It's a super property, though. I would recommend you go and have a look at it. I'm sure people would appreciate the extra time. So number 260 Kondolev, you've got to wait another 6 days, but that's all good. Everything will be ready to go then. Well done, Lisa. Well done, John. Good sale.
해가 달 넌 내게 fly parabola. You tell me all the right things left and right. That you say what you wanna say. 타임머신을 타고 시공간을 넘어. Oh yeah. Diving 점점 내 마음이 나오라는 리듬에 춤을 춰. 'Cause boy you make me feel brand new. Look at me now. I love you through and through. It's true. 더 가까이 와. Boy there ain't no other
Ladies and gentlemen, thanks very much for patiently waiting. We go back now to number 6 Burrows Place in Ilam. There's been some good discussion outside of the room. I can confirm that our buyers have graciously agreed to increase that bid to $1,150,000, confirming Jill on the phone. And under clause 2.6, at $1,150,000, number 6 Burrows Place in Ilam has been withdrawn and very happily sold. Congratulations. To Matt and Gabs, our lovely vendors, thanks for the opportunity. All the best with your new chapter. Congratulations to our purchasers. And Jack and Stephen, as always, great work. Okay, we go now to Cherry Tree Lane in Spraydon. Kay Caddick from the Ilam 2 office, just above us here. I know you've really enjoyed working with our owner. It's nice working with fastidious owners. There's a lot of care and attention and love that has been put into this property. And the contract speaks to a freehold title. It is number 4 Cherry Tree Lane in Spraydon, 556 square metres more or less. And the settlement date to which you work by is the 16th of October 2023. Of course, you may be working to a pre-agreed date. Kay, this is a Ray Hawthorne build, early 2000s. I love this era. I certainly love that builder. Really robust construction, a lot of peace of mind. Inside, the configuration, just ideal for sunshine. I love the way it's positioned. The bedroom accommodation is good as gold. You've got a lovely kitchen as well, dining area as well, plenty of sunshine just throughout the day. And then we know how good this wee lane is. It is very private. All of the residents here take a lot of pride in their homes, and the neighbourhood spirit is strong indeed. Is there room to add your own flair? There's absolutely no doubt, but I don't think you could do it in a better location. I think the upside here, Kay, is undeniable. So let's get underway. At number 4 Cherry Tree Lane in Spraydon. What a great street name as well. Cherry Tree Lane. Who's going to be the new owner? Bidders and buyers? You tell me. You could hear a pin drop. Is there $580,000 perhaps? Surely at $580,000 the hand should go up. At $580,000, all right then, a vendor bid at $580. That's what I was saying.
He's taking it off you, sir.
Take your time. At $580,000, my licensed colleague, and there's $600,000. He's bidding on behalf of his clients. It's $600 I have now. Kay on the in the corner was at $610. Hey, no problem at all, $610. Kay, the bid's against you there. And $620, quickly bid and offered. At $620 the call. $630. And $630. At $630. $645. That's a stylish bid there, a little bit different. $15,000 on the rise at $645. And $650. Kay, who's your favourite band? Mine is $660. At $650 I have. At $650,000, that's enough with you. At $600 and how much? $660. Don't forget your roots. At $660,000. You wouldn't do another 10 for me, would you?
We'll see.
All right, we'll call it 5. No problem at all. Locked and loaded, thanked and banked at $665,000. A change of pace, Kay. That's encouraging. 667. Just the 2 on top. I don't think that's going to shake them off. It's 667. But let's find out. It's $667,000. First chance. Second call. Why don't you round me up to 670?
668.
668. Don't take my advice. What do I know? It's 668,000 and 670. That's more like it. It's 670. At 670 the call. Excellent schooling options. 671. Short drive to all of the fun and adventure of the Port Hills. 673.
675.
And 5. 675. Take comfort in the competition. You know it's not a lemon. There is a lemon tree though, isn't there? It's $675,000. First call. Second call. 680. Now that is an astute bid at $680,000. But that could be their last bid. There's only one way to find out. 680 I have.
681.
681, just the one on top. That's $681,000. End the tyranny of the open home circuit today. And bid here at number 4, Cherry Tree Lane, 681 is the standard to beat. First, second, third and final call at $681,000. Any bidder, bid or offer? Ma'am, if we don't bid again, I'm going to have a conversation with these good people. When it goes out of the auction room, it may not come back. Where do you find the next one? The people on this street tend to stick around for 20 years. At $681,000. All right, we'll take a pause. If there's any change, please let us know. The highest bid's here at 681. We'll have a conversation with you. Let's move into one of our meeting rooms. Auction is open, 681. We are back with you very soon.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're getting on to our final session now, so I'm just going to remind you of the conduct of auction. I'm going to do a fundraising auction tomorrow night at an organisation in Nelson called Big Brothers, Big Sisters. They're a mentoring program. So I just thought I'd try a couple of stories on you for that. I was going to start with a joke about the Titanic, just to break the ice. And I was going to ask if you knew how German celiacs say hello to each other. It's Gluten Tag. Not too bad, eh? Not too bad. And then I was going to talk about the rock music, and I was saying to Hayden today, look, I don't perform under pressure very well. He's like, oh, is that right? I said, no, but I do a hell of a Bohemian Rhapsody, I tell you. So with all that said, okay, we're going to go through the conduct of auction, a bit of light entertainment. It is the auction gala after all. So we operate the rest of our options, all of our auctions, with confidential reserve prices. We don't disclose those to you, the bidders at large. Your job is, of course, to bid to and pass that reserve to win the auction, at which time the hammer will come down and you'll be the new owner. We don't always reach the reserve in the initial bidding, and you've seen that happening tonight. Negotiations take place, and we give you the opportunity to buy at auction. Now, I will just dwell on this point a bit. You know, it was good to see that young man saying about auctions and how much he was enjoying them, because really it is an exclusivity of opportunity that you enjoy at auction, because if properties don't sell in the room, the sales consultants have got to go back to the marketplace, and then they'll offer people with conditions in their interest, and it can be a lot more complex. John, you'd agree with that. The auction room is the place to do it. Now, I'm urging you to show your strongest bid at all times, because if you're not the highest bidder and we're negotiating with the highest bidder, sometimes, as per clause 2.6, the owner can decide to withdraw the property from the auction floor. They'll send Kyle and myself back here and say, look, the property's been withdrawn and sold. If you're waiting to have another go, now that could be disappointing. So just a real good incentive to be the top bidder at all times. Now, vendor bidding. Have you heard the vendor bids tonight? We don't prefer to place them, actually. We prefer live bidding from you. What we're saying when there's a vendor bid is, come on, get cracking. You've got to do some bidding to get up into the selling zone. So any vendor bid would be well below the owner's reserve price and very, very clearly announced. Like I say, we prefer it from you good folk rather than us placing those bids, but sometimes it's necessary for us to do that. The auctioneer will nominate the sum that bidding should be increased by. We call that the bidding increments. You might hear us saying, who's got another 50 or another 20 or another 100? However, we may work with your good bidding strategies as long as those bids are made in good faith and they're not too cheeky. Otherwise, we can refuse them, and we sometimes do that. If there's a dispute in the bidding, now that normally comes with simultaneous bids placed at a similar amount, for example. The auctioneer just gets to determine that dispute. Sometimes we revert back to the last undisputed bid and continue the auction from there. If our good teams, such as Chris or Spencer, are placing bids on behalf of their buyers, then the auctioneer will identify that they're good Harcourts people doing that. You've seen Kay in action tonight. She's been bidding on several of our auctions for her clients. And I think Duncan McGregor as well has been busy. Have the Taylors had their hand up? I'm not just quite sure just tonight, but you never know. So we love the Harcourts team bidding for buyers. Sometimes it takes the nerves away from the buyers, so we can do that. The final thing I'm going to tell you in terms of the conduct is that the nitty-gritty, when the hammer falls, bang, sold. Congratulations, you've won the auction. That's fantastic. There's just a couple of things that you need to do to formalise the sale, and that comes by way of signing the agreement. That forms a contract, good as gold. The deposit you pay is just 1/10 of the purchase price, and then you'll be the owner. We've got a document called the REA Residential Sale and Purchase Agreements Guide. We need you to acknowledge that we've given you that, because it's got all that very handy and pertinent information about settlement and possession. So that is all I can tell you about the conduct of auction. Has anyone got any questions that they would like to ask? So into those crisps, good man, good to see. There's still plenty to go. I would urge you to go into the Auction House Cafe and have a little tipple if you like. There's some lovely food in there. We've got a chef in there called Marcus, and he is a genius. I think if you're here during the week, try the old mince pie that he does there. It's $11.99. It's a meal in itself. It's a very, very good choice. Okay, dokes, we'll just wait for Kyle to come back. Yes.
The atmosphere is great. I thought I had to do that just to ask you to please turn your attention back to the podium as we go now to Hallswell. We'll have an update on Cherry Tree Lane in a moment for you, but now it's time for 14A Pickard Crescent in Hallswell. Carl and Claire Taylor, the Taylors, with another offering this evening, and this one really is just delightful. It is a freehold title, 169 square metres more or less. Settlement date to which you work, bidders and buyers, the 22nd of September 2023. Of course, you may be working to a variation. This is in the very popular suburb of Hallswell, and in terms of new subdivisions, I don't think it gets any better than this. Really lovely amenities in the area, some just across the road. This particular address, number 14A, holds prime position on the corner. You know what that means in terms of sunshine. Inside, beautifully modern, well-appointed, lovely open plan, sunny living, dining, kitchen area. That kitchen, I think, is fit for a chef, a great entertainment spot. And then upstairs, ample bedroom accommodation. We love a 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom property. We know what that means in terms of resale, Carl. It just makes a lot of good sense. It's a good-looking townhouse in a very popular area. The only question that remains now is who the new owner will be, Carl. So let's get underway here at 14A Pickard Crescent in Hallswell. Bidders and buyers, $550. Here's Claire Taylor on the phone with an opening bid at $550,000. Who takes me to $560? $560, nice to meet you, sir, at $560. Best of luck with your bidding today at $560,000. Beg your pardon? $570, another 10 there on the rise. So you'd come back quickly at $580 if you like, at $580 on the nod. At $580,000, I look for another 10 and $590. Better get to $600 before they do. That could be their budget. Don't take my advice, sir, at $595,000. Locked and loaded, thanked and banked at $595,000, and there it is at $600,000. At 600, first call. Second call. And 605. Fairly bid and offered at $605,000. And 608, and Carl, conversation at 608. Would you say 610 for me, sir? Don't let me limit you, though. And 610 on the nod. That's a great bid there at 610. Beautiful flooring. We're on the market. We are on the market at $610,000. Call them back. Let them know at $610,000, sir, you are in the box seat, and you could be the new owner here at number 14A Pickard Crescent. I'll give you 3 chances, bidders and buyers, at $610,000. First call at $610,000. Second call, what about another 2? Is there another 2 over here? And third and final call at $610,000. Sir, madam, congratulations, because at $610,000 the property is going, it is going, and to you two it is gone and sold. Congratulations to our purchasers, to our owner Vaughan. Thanks so much for the opportunity. Have a great rest of your week, and we are back with you very soon.
Okie dokie. John Morrison, no doubt you're giving out those courage pills that you do for your auction bidders. We're going to number 14 Alamein Avenue, and it should be a battle royale, I would say, for this one, Alamein, with that Texan feel, isn't it? I believe we're touching base with our seller, Trevor, who's been a long-time client of John and Lisa's. Lisa Wong, of course, standing next to me here. And here we go out to the pleasant area of Rangiora, and this more modern development on that northern side of the town is really, really quite special. It's a lovely spot, isn't it? Number 14, Alamein, Horncastle home, and really, really tidy, good, solid quality home, actually, nice and contemporary. Sits on a good section too. It's freehold and it's 600 squares, so it's a good sized pitch, that's for sure. And the outdoor spaces are a real feature in the home. The legal description's accurate. And we are offering you vacant possession on the 7th of September, which is good. Our good owner Trevor had a very trusty and reliable tenant who actually stayed for 7 years. So I think that's a good testament. That particular person looked after the home very, very well. So Trevor turned up and said, well, there's not too much to do. So you'll agree with that. Pretty easy to look after this one. So get your teeth into it as well. Look, I just went and had a nice little pleasant time there with John and Lisa at the open home. Sun was streaming in the back. It's a really good aspect for sun. And the flow between indoors and out, that's a feature for me. So that's what Kiwis like in their lifestyle. Good places to relax, barbecue, and just have good summer times. Spacious open plan living. The kitchen's pretty mod. It's got the breakfast bar. You just all gather around there. Meals on the run. Good chit chat at the end of the day, sort of thing. 3 bed, 2 bath. So an excellent internal double internal access garage. Pardon me. And a nice bit of section also in Alamein. Surrounded by quality real estate and lovely people also. We'll get underway. Your third of the day, guys, so you've been busy tonight. Wishing Trevor well. Wishing your bidders even better. Start us where? Alamein. Take aim at Alamein, that's what I would say. Good on you, sir. Welcome in. Thanks for sticking with us tonight. You've been patient. 6:20, we're away we go.
625.
625. Our bidder is back. Tony's got another bidder on the telephone there. 635, sir. Good on you. I like your strategy. Keep mixing it up. Keep the power on. Good on you at 635.
640.
Easily done, Tony. Of course you would. 640,000 now. 645. Good on you, sir. 645. That's where we're at 650. Okay, just doing it in the teeny little fives at this stage. 55. Work with that. 655. Bidders against Tony at the stage and all the rest of you there. Who else challenges in now? This is the time to come in. Time to play at 655. Alamein. You can park all the toys. 660. Welcome back at 660. Like I say, 665. At 665, 665,000. Great off-street parking situation. Fantastic garaging. It's got that mod feel to it. Double glazing. It's 665. Easy through to the main street. It's a good Winnebagos out there at Rangiora. 665. Tony, what's happening? First chance. Second call. Third call. Advantage seems to be with you over here at 665. He might say 70. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, it is a bit tricky on the phone. It is a bit trickier on the phone. It's a career limiting move when you chop them off a bit early. 665. Tony, no better. Good, his time's up, but I'll have to just talk to you in private. We're not at a level I'm authorised to sell, so cafe if you like. We'll go into one of the meeting rooms. Yeah. We'll just pause the auction at Alamein, number 14. The bid standing at 665.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it has come time for us to offer our very last property of the day. So to those of you who remain here in the room, this is your last chance. You'd better get your hands up. And it is a pearler, I would say, number 13 at 235 Salisbury Street in central Christchurch. This is the third offering this evening from Team Sutherland Todd, Ash and Shah. I know you've really enjoyed your open homes at this address. It's a super sunny spot. It's a great place to spend your weekends, no doubt about it. So centrally located. And in terms of the contract, a stratum in freehold title, Unit 13 on deposited plan 514458. Settlement date, bidders and buyers, is the 8th of September 2023. It is a Friday. You may be working to a pre-agreed date. As you can see inside, it is super modern and stylish. It is a one-bedroom, but one of the most spacious and I think well-planned one-bedroom properties I've had the pleasure of visiting. A really lovely, well-appointed bathroom. The kitchen is sleek and stylish. I just love that ground floor with its flow to that wee courtyard. The parking space is ample and ideal. It really is set back well from the road, and we know how good this location is. I mean, this is a city that is rapidly developing. When you have an opportunity to purchase a property like this that is quite unique for what it is, I think you really are future-proofing your portfolio. It's been a wonderful investment for our current owners, but the time has come for them to hand over the keys. So let's get into doing that here at 13235 Salisbury Street. Thanks, Ash and Shah. Bidders and buyers, I'm in your hands. Opening salvo. Where's the opening bid? 440. Where was that? 440,000. Anna Zeff working with her client at $440,000. We look for her competition first call at $440,000. Here at number 13 at 235 Salisbury Street. Second call now at $440,000. Third and final, did I mention Briscoe's is just down the road? That's got to be worth $10,000 surely. I look for $450,000. I think I caught it. There's always a sale, Luke. At $440,000, third call. Have I found my highest bidder? I think I have, sir. You might be the only bidder at this stage. Let's have a conversation outside of the room. We'll take a quick pause, have a conversation. Auction is open. If there is any change from the floor, please let us know. This gentleman has right of negotiation. Ladies and gentlemen, we will have an update on Salisbury Street for you in just a moment. I just need to update you on the situation at number 4 Cherry Tree Lane in Spraydon. We left the room on a live bid at 681. There was a nominal change to 683, but at that level my owner has said it is not for sale. So sooner stay at $683,000. I'm going to pass the property in at that level. Ladies and gentlemen, bidders and buyers, those watching online, if you are looking for a really well-appointed permanent material home in this lovely neighbourhood of Spraydon, 4 Cherry Tree Lane is such a quiet cul-de-sac, very secure, and I would suggest a very secure investment for your money as well. North of that figure, please call Kay Caddick today. She'd be happy to take your call, and properties passed in. We'll be back with an update for you very soon.
내게 fly parabola. You tell me all the right things left and right. That you say what you wanna say. Time machine을 타고 시공간을 넘어. Oh yeah. Diving 점점 내 마음이 나오라는 리듬에 춤을 춰. 'Cause boy you make me feel brand new.
Ladies and gentlemen, thanks for your patience. We go back to 13 at 235 Salisbury Street in central Christchurch. It's a delightful one-bedroom townhouse. We left the room on a live bid at $440,000. There was some good discussion outside of the room, and I've got some very happy sellers and a very happy buyer, and I just think this is going to be such a great spot for you. You've graciously agreed to increase your bid to $480,000, and my instructions are that we sell at $480,000, first, second, third and final call. You're on the move. It is going, gone and sold. Congratulations. To our owners, thanks for the opportunity. Ash and Shah, great work tonight. We'll have an update on our negotiations for you in just a moment.
People knew her by her will, to make it whatever she put her mind to. Late night hours up the hill, serving coffee to strangers, talking about revenue. She kept dreaming of a world big enough for everyone, and she knew it must rain before it grows. She kept dreaming of the day butterflies survive the wheel, even though she get knocked down and never showed. Dear Lily, where'd you go? Where's your heart at? Why'd you fall back? Lately your afterglow is shining brighter, waking up an easy egg. decades old, but it doesn't matter. Stumble across old memories, try to recall before they all shatter. She kept dreaming of a world big enough for everyone, but she knew it must rain before it grows. She kept dreaming of the day butterflies survive the wheel, even though she could knock down and never showed. Dear Lily, where'd you go? Where's your heart at? Why'd you fall back? Lately your afterglow is shining brighter, waking up an easy head. Where did you go? Where's your heart at? Why did you fall back? Lately your afterglow is shining brighter.
Sharon, Peter, thank you for attention, ladies and gentlemen. I can say that confidently. What a fantastic night we've had here at Harcourt's Holmwood at our gala event. I've been working with our highest bidder at 14 Alamein Avenue in Rangiora. John Morrison and Lisa Wong have marketed the property over the last 3.5 weeks. We've had a couple of bidders. We're talking to our strongest bidder. They've graciously increased their bid to $675,000, and our owners have said no. It's not for sale at that figure. So what's going to happen is if there's no bidders further in the room at 675, we've got value above that, John. So Lisa, I'm going to pass it back to you. That's passed on a live bid at 675,000. How much more do you need? Well, I think you need to talk to John and Lisa to find out. Might not be too far away. So good luck for that. Is that the evening? Oh, thanks very much, guys, and good evening, kia ora, etc.